So the first two steps of design thinking are understand and define. I'm gonna now zoom in on those two and a little bit more in theory, and then after we'll go to a real-life practical example brought to us by two students. Understand is the first phase. As we said, design thinking is a human-centered approach, so sharpen your senses. Problems involve people. They impact people. In this first phase, we'll research the human context. Two keywords to remember: listen and observe. Listen. Pay attention to the needs of those affected by the problem. Engage in conversation with those that are involved, but also the non-usual suspects, and maybe also include the minority voice, for example. And always ask why to uncover the deeper meaning. Observe. Go on site and make observations in the context of the problem. Some of the most powerful insights stem from discrepancies between what people say and what they actually do. Map out everything you see, hear and feel and bring it all together. Maybe make a wall filled with post-it notes. Let's go to the practical example. We're about to hear from Jana and Caroline how they applied the design thinking approach in their PIP, or Product Innovation Project. In PIP, a team of interdisciplinary students immerse themselves in a problem throughout an entire academic year. The problem is provided by an external project sponsor, company, NGO, local government, for which the PIP students develop a solution. And over the years, some really wonderful and innovative solutions have emerged from this. Anyone can apply for PIP, regardless of the field of study. You would be guided for over a year by professors and professionals in creative problem solving. Now let me introduce you to Jana and Caroline and the challenge that they faced.
Hello everyone, this is Jana and my name is Caroline. Jana studies law and I study bioscience engineering, and last year we participated in the Product Innovation Project organized by KU Leuven-KIK. And within this project, we were presented with a challenge by Groep Joos, a company specialized in digital printing solutions. And the challenge was how to make them the sustainable printing company of the future.
We were a team of 5 students from various disciplines, and we used the design thinking method to answer this question. We started with the question itself, and we, together with Groep Joos, figured out that sustainable to them wasn't only the ecological part of things, but also sustainable in the sense of being able to keep existing in a digitizing era.
We started with the first phase of design thinking, which is understand. We really dove deep into the world of printing, conducted extensive research, and frequently visited the company site in order to interact with the employees there. We did a lot of interviews with the different employees and also devised different questionnaires. And when we visited the company site, we really tried hard to observe the day-to-day operations there.
Out of all this, we learned it's very important to listen to everyone within the organization. Not only management, but also the employees on the work floor, because they have so much experience and thus relevant information. After all the company site visits, we even felt like we had so much information that it would be difficult for us to find something concrete to start working on.
During the understand phase, the PIP students tackled Groep Joos with research, interviews, surveys and observations. Let's go to the next phase, define. In this second step of design thinking, define, you sift through this multitude of information in search of a meaningful and an actionable problem statement. And that's what we call point of view. The goal is to arrive at the expression of one problem through focus and narrowing down. To achieve this, you ask yourself 3 questions. Who is facing the problem? What are the needs of the people affected by the problem? Limit these needs, preferably only one. And what are the key insights from the understanding phase? Compile all of this information to develop your single point of view. And this is the problem statement that you'll focus further on. For example, people with diabetes, they need to stay motivated to eat healthy because their life quality depends on it. Did you recognize the 3 questions there? Who, need, insight? I'm curious to see which point of view Jana and Caroline arrived at.
With all the information we gathered during the understand phase, we got together with our team to discuss this information. And it was during one of these discussions that we discovered that the energy costs significantly increased in comparison to the previous years. And not only from an ecological perspective, but also for a printing company that wants to keep existing in the future, this wasn't very sustainable.
From all the available information, we were able to narrow down our very broad question of how to become the sustainable printing company of the future to a more specific question being how to reduce energy costs to become a sustainable printing company. This would be our new point of view out of which we would address the entire challenge.
From how to be sustainable to how to reduce energy costs is a real narrowing down of the problem statement. And this illustrates that 1. A wicked problem can be so tangled that it's beneficial to focus on a smaller aspect to have some real tangible impact. And 2. That a point of view doesn't necessarily imply a problem. It can be framed as an opportunity. The next phase in design thinking is ideate, generating ideas. Imagine that you are Jana or Caroline. Which ideas would you come up with to reduce the company's energy costs while maintaining sustainability?